Welcome to the Pathways to Healing podcast. I'm Michael Wormuth, and I thank you for joining us for this episode of Meditative Teachings. Please note that these recordings were made in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds in the background. Please don't let them distract you from focusing on the words. Let's take a moment to just settle in, to get comfortable and relaxed, and become present. And we'll have a little bit of music before the start of the teaching. The undoing of our conditioning requires the acknowledgement and recognition that we live as a personality that is not connected to reality. That we have crafted and created a persona that we believe gives us the best chance of surviving. The cost of authenticity. We all have our own ways of doing it. It is not always necessarily a pleasing or friendly persona. Some develop very controlling and negative personas, and that seems to be the way that works for them. We must remember that no matter how it appears, it is not authentic. That it is designed to hide the authentic, to prevent it from being revealed, to keep it under wraps, so to speak. This hidden self is the wounded child. The child who has been traumatized or abused or abandoned. Child who feels alone and betrayed. a child's feelings are overwhelming and unwelcome. At least so the child perceived. And so the strategy was developed to hide and cover and suppress those feelings, deny them. With control and contraction. And so, the undoing of that conditioning, that strategy, doesn't actually necessarily lead directly to peace and a sense of wholeness or happiness. There's distress and disturbance in the authentic self that needs to be brought to light, brought to air, to heal. This is why becoming still and quiet is difficult for a lot of people, because what lies underneath the surface appears dark and scary, frightening. And the old beliefs about whether we will be welcome, whether we will be liked or approved of, whether we will survive, whether we will be a member of a community. All those old fears are activated in the face of our authentic expression. Our belief is that we are going to become some kind of person that will not be welcome, that will be rejected, will have no place. It is the experience of that primordial wound, this path, becoming authentic, reconnecting with reality, opening the heart. It's not a path for cowards that sounds judgmental, but it takes courage and strength and determination to stay with the process of undoing, unwinding the control and the contraction, the conditioning, to be with the distress and disturbance of the child, to be able to sit with the feeling the world is falling apart. And there is no place for us in it. This is what is required. Our fear constantly tells us that there's something wrong. We're on the wrong track. We're not doing it right. There's something bad or wrong. These are the kind of messages that have been unconscious for so long. They're simply becoming conscious now. It may not seem like it, but we are constantly accompanied and guided on this journey by the infinite, timeless intelligence and wisdom of that which created us. We will never be forced to do what we cannot do. The healing takes place so that we can accept it and tolerate it. Yes, we are pushed to the edges of our ability to tolerate and accept, but we're never pushed beyond it. If we are not willing to trust, place our faith in the timeless and infinite intelligence that guides us, we will suffer. We will be afraid. We will hold on and try to stop the process. We will try to control it. Try to reestablish the control. That is why affirming the truth, reminding ourselves constantly of what is real, what is true, is so important in our practice. The more quickly and easily we can name what is true, what is really true, the sooner the stress will end. The knowing of truth and peace, beauty and joy and creativity comes when we are authentic. When we have released the strategy of controlling and contracting, and are willing and open to being guided and healed. We must be willing to be authentic. We must commit ourselves being absolutely real with what is in this moment. No matter what we fear it will look like, how it will appear, what its effect will be. cannot ever experience the truth when we are controlling free expression of our authentic self. And so, we must practice affirming the truth. We must commit ourselves to having trust, faith in the truth, in the guidance and presence of an infinite and timeless wisdom and intelligence, a creative power and consciousness that is always the source of our being, always our true nature. We allow ourselves to experience danger when we have trust in our guide. Being real feels like a threat, like danger. If we have a guide we can trust, we will do it. We can only develop that trust by taking the risk. We must take the first step. The first step of being authentic and real. Question ourselves constantly. Is this real? Am I being authentic? Or am I controlling or denying or suppressing? What is my motivation here, right now? Be authentic, or is it something else? Am I trying to control the world or the people around me? Am I trying to control how they see me, or how they feel about me, or how they respond to me? What am I doing right now? Do I have trust that I am guided, that my intrinsic nature is wisdom, truth? Do I have trust and faith that there is a perfection at work? Divine order. Am I pursuing my will, my ideas, my agenda? Or am I allowing the universal to be expressed through and as me? Must keep the truth foremost. This is our biggest challenge, to transfer our trust and faith from control to that which is permanent and absolute, infinite and timeless, that which contains all, which unifies all, which is unity. Now is the moment we take the risk to surrender. Take the risk to release control. To release the identity. To dissolve it. Till there is only the presence and power of the one consciousness. It always feels like a risk. It always feels dangerous. But there is no threat. There's only the one. The one presence, the one power, the one consciousness. One intelligence. There is nothing to fear. For in reality, what we will find is love. What we will be is love. Let us decide and agree in this moment to take the risk, letting go. Let's take that step. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon. We're uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.